Are you ready to be entertained? Then let's go.
Everyone keeps telling me how my story is supposed to go.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tale. Do you see the road? I'm out to my soul. And tell me the size whenever the smoke clear out of my face. And my picture perfect, you do I look fine. All of that green.
Nah, I'ma do my own thing.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tale. Do you see the road? I'm out to my soul. And tell me the size whenever the
Back with another reaction, y'all. This is The Wire. Why do I do this? I feel like I'm swaying in the wind. This is The Wire, y'all. This is season 1, episode 8. Just in case you're wondering, why don't I drop a lot more episodes of The Wire? What do I have to do? It's just that The Wire is an hour long, and generally it's super hard for me to film it right when I get off of work. A majority of the shows that I do watch right now are not an hour long, or if they are an hour long, it falls on a weekend, and I can actually, well, then again, this already came out. Andres, your lie just got chopped and screwed. I'm about to say the shows that I did watch that were an hour long, they dropped on a weekend, so it's easier for me to film, but this show has already been out, so I can film it literally any time. But then I guess I could argue that point and say, well, the newer shows, I try to keep up with as much as humanly possible, the ones that are dropping. So them being an hour long, I just try to prioritize those, and then I get to The Wire. Woohoo! Excuse kind of saved. But regardless, please just know you're going to continue seeing The Wire. It's going to continue to happen. But I hope that you're going to find other shows here on this platform as well while we wait for The Wire to drop. You guys are liking other content, I hope and pray. If not, I'll try harder. But yes, I hope eventually, I'm telling you, I feel like in January-ish, around that time, I feel like I'll be able to watch a lot of the shows that are here to stay, which has multiple seasons. I'll be able to watch them a lot more often because I'm wrapping all the other shows up that are seasonal, if that makes any sense. And I'm almost done with a few shows that I've had on the platform for like umpteen years. Regardless, y'all, let's get into The Wire. If you want to see this in a full reaction, then please, there is a link down below. Please click that link and join us over there on Patreon or YouTube channel membership and just be able to see this in a full reaction and see all the glory of The Wire. Now, without further ado, let's jump into The Wire. How many more times can I say those two words? And find out exactly what the show has got to give.
Number 18.
Kodan.
6.
I know it.
Sean, shush.
David Siggy. Thought Mora was number 9.
Listen, guys, we're gonna play that spy game.
Who's it?
A tall black guy over there.
I'm the front, you're the follow. I was the follow last time.
Don't argue. Go on. Go.
That's kind of crazy to put his son in danger like that, both of them.
That big, the other about that big, and he's wearing, I don't know what the he's wearing.
Michael and Sean McNulty, please report to the offices in the rear of the market.
Both at the same time? That's a plan.
Yep.
We still got the tower phones. And we're up on Stringer Bell's pager now, too. They're not using the payphones in the low rises. And what are they doing?
We might see more traffic on the tower payphone.
Budget says tomorrow, right?
4 in the afternoon. You ain't gonna take it this time?
Sure, why not?
You guys need to follow some of the boys out of the pit and see what they're using for payphones. Is that a direct order? I'm just saying.
Why don't you do it yourself?
Excuse me?
I'm in office, remember?
Took your gun for shooting your car. No, that was before.
You guys need to get up on those rooftops today. See what these mopes are using for phones.
Nobody wants to argue? What? What the fuck is that?
Yo, Bird told me that. Look at that.
Was that Omar's house?
Mr. Omar, you want ends on this?
Nah, darling, I'm cool.
guts wearing a pink shirt in the BPD homicide unit.
Yes, it does. What are you chasing?
Toyota Camry, listed to some woman with a county address, but Saturday, my man Stringer Bell was using it. I know he makes me if I get too close, so I put Sean and Michael on him, front and follow. Sean, my flesh and blood, gets the tag.
Your kid's no front and follow.
I got a Woodmore address of a woman who lends her wheels to Stringer Bell. It's a start.
Wallace. Wallace. Yo, Wallace. Yo, Wallace.
What?
What's this about here?
Bus traveling on Central Avenue begins its route by picking up 8 passengers, and another 2 get on. How many passengers are still on the bus when the last stop is reached? Do it in your head.
You can't just lay up in here.
7, right?
Telling him you sick, but you know he ain't gonna let me carry that too much longer.
Just let me hold $10 and I give it back to you by Friday.
8?
Damn, Sarah, look. 2 fiends come up to you and ask for 2 each. Another one cops 3. Some white guy rolls up in the car, waves you down and pays for 8. How many vials you got left?
15.
How to be able to keep the count right? You're not able to do the book problem here.
Now last night, and we told him first thing, first thing today.
He ain't coming into the town.
Little man, he know thing.
Aye.
That was Stringer Bell?
We know little man?
Yeah.
Enforcer in the 221 building. Product coming out of the towers. We're usually trying to catch shit going in.
Just lays around all day, you know? Big Mac ain't right, D. But you might could talk with him, son.
Ain't like nobody hold no gun to his head or nothing.
Yeah, but he ain't about nothing else.
All right, tell Wallace to come see me, all right?
All right.
Be right back.
Who's he? Who they?
It's been 2 hours. What if little man ain't working in the 221 today? What if this day guy don't come? If he came already and we just missed the pickup? Yo, Herc, what if your mother and father never met?
How's shop doing?
Steady rolling. All right, then let's take a ride then. Hey, yo, Food! You the man for an hour.
Look at me.
This guy.
You staring that shit, all that hot shit on it. Man, trick is not to give a boy.
Oh, we're celebrating. Stinkin' got some points with some fresh territory.
I know you keep running that pit the way you been, you gonna see points too. Yeah, well, talking to Orlando, right? He said he got this good coke connect from New Orleans, so extra on the side.
I don't know, D. You better talk to your uncle about that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what he say on it. I'll bring out tonight, Daddy. Bring some more Orlando's good, put it there by little man. Nigga, I'm up. You better ask twice. No.
Step out of the car, sir.
What I do?
Step out of the car.
Oh, look who it is.
Man, look, I'm already late. Put your hand to the roof, please, sir.
Drug suspect leaned into your vehicle handing you something. We're leaning over as if attempting to conceal something beneath the passenger side seat.
Come on.
You don't mind if we take a look, right?
Yeah, this is some bullshit. It's none of your business right there, all right?
How about if I make it my business, huh?
Ooh, that's a lot of money. Okay.
Who's he?
Damian Lavelle Price.
$20,000 in cash out of the 221 building.
Lester picked up the drop from one of the tower phones.
He's a legislative aide?
Who paged me?
We popped him with $20,000 in cash.
What kind of PC?
Right off the wire. We thought we were gonna come up with drugs. Got money instead.
I know this guy. Orioles won last night. Bullpen stood up the boss. You get the money cracking cribs or what? I'd like to speak to my attorney. He was driving for one of the politicians at this fundraiser I got dragged to.
Lieutenant, what do we charge here?
You see the money's his?
You didn't say shit.
Keep the cash. Write him a receipt. He wants to put a claim in with the city solicitor, he can't.
Angel of death.
Major Reed, ID.
Lieutenant, a word.
How you doing?
Me? Yeah, you.
I mean, fixed for cash or something, man. Ask for it.
I mean, that's all I do anyways. Put money in your pocket and make sure you don't stray away from the nest.
Clean name on my liquor license to be dirty the f by you. You understand that, right?
Damn.
Do your job.
Nobody
I checked
cares.
with the state personnel department. He is in Hagerstown for daytime B&E. Before that, drug charges and a PBJ on a check charge.
You brought him in here. On what charge?
Civil forfeiture.
So you have no criminal charge. Give it back.
Pulled this off the wire, with one of our suspects telling another to expect a pickup.
Write it up as an unwarranted car stop. Charge on the drug dealer, Lieutenant. That's all I ask. You're in people's where you're not supposed to be.
Sir,
I'm shutting this down, Lieutenant.
we did nothing wrong.
You jacked up a senatorial aide. Pulled out $20,000. No criminal charge. You think it wise to try to keep it. Now, I told you. No surprises. Remember?
20 even. Signed here. Will somebody please tell me what the that was about? We just gave back 20 large of Barksdale's money.
It's so crazy that they're doing so good, but the corruption is up on top. So no matter how good they're doing, they're always going to get knocked back down. I'm starting to think everybody is involved in this drug game, and we're just going around and around in the circles, but it's never going to stop because the high heads are always looking out for all of the gang people and all of the drug people. That's just maybe how this place, where are we? Is this Detroit? I don't know where we are. Wherever we are, I forgot. Where this town, city, state is getting the money that way, is what I'm thinking.
Let me guess, the deputy? How's he got onto this so quick?
He's the deputy for operations, and I just jacked up an aide to a state senator.
Lieutenant, have you noticed there hasn't been a complaint so far from the senator? His driver doing coming out of the high-rises carrying that kind of money.
That's what I told the deputy.
Give the man back his money and go the fuck away?
Pretty much done. I go past Friday and I'm buried. He told me that. Chain of command, detective. That's all I got from the deputy today.
Chain of command? What's the shift lieutenant doing going up the back stairs to the deputy ops?
What are you saying?
Nothing.
Goddamn right.
You say you got the deputy's ear. What the f*** he got on you?
Only rank, detective.
What about the rules, yo? Special occasion, yo.
Well, he's having a bad episode.
Burrell thinks I crossed him.
He said this to you? You need to explain that.
Explain what? That I'm bringing in a case that goes everywhere? Today, it was some senator's driver. 2 days from now, a city councilman, maybe.
Thing with the legislative aide, who could have foreseen that?
He saw it. Burrell, you follow the drugs, you get a drug case. You start following the money, you don't know where you're going. Once the tape starts rolling, who the hell knows what's going to be said? Nolte asked me what the deputy had on me. He actually asked me that.
What'd you say?
Does he?
Yo, where everybody go? Where the girls go? Y'all send me out for liquor, and by the time I get back, the shit dead?
She's dead?
Yo, Bay.
Backup center of good quality. However, he is another player who can't play all 82.
He don't care. Wow.
Memo signed by the deputy officer Rawls before us telling us to pack it in and come home.
Ship the computers back to the DA task force by Monday and charge whoever we have by the end of next week.
Why are they doing this? Well, we picked up a bag man coming out of the high-rises carrying 20 grand in cash yesterday. So he works for Clay Davis.
Of the 39th Legislative District.
What can Daniels do?
Deputy chewed his out and sent him the same direct order you have on your desk right there.
Get me Burrell on the line. What did the Circuit Court of Baltimore do?
He gave us the wire.
And how long have you monitored these phone extensions?
40 days, maybe?
Yes, you are. Circuit Court signed 2 orders for a total of 60 days of telephonic surveillance. I'm looking at a copy of a memo from your office telling me I can't have my 60 days. The court wants its 60 days. Take this wire down on Friday, you'll be in contempt of court on Monday. And all the best to Arlene and the kids. Who's your daddy now?
Oh, there's the car.
I didn't do a damn thing, Lieutenant. You gotta beef us with a judge.
What?
Kima!
That's her car.
Tell him to quit packing. We're back up on the wire. McNulty or the judge? Or both?
This time, the judge.
I thought you weren't gonna study.
Mine's job is common sense. Ask me a question, dickless.
According to Q1.
Whoa. You have to know them by the numbers?
It helps. In the event a female officer in your squad complains that her side partner has sexually harassed her, notify the commanding officer. B, notify the shift lieutenant.
The side partner for dipping into my private stock. then take Missy home until she smiles.
Yeah, that wasn't a choice. He's going to school.
Change in demand. Then demand is said to be elastic, but some
Wow.
to delay acquisition. What else can affect elasticity?
He's smart. He's just filling in circles.
My pencil lost its point.
Well, the girls say so.
Let him wait. No, you're not gonna bring that corner book up in here. You hear me? People can go elsewhere and get their printing and copying done. They're gonna do it. Now, I want this to run like a true business. Understand me? I'm serious.
Snatch this old wreck from.
Out Frederick Road.
Ditch it over east side when we done. The only ones might be trouble.
So I'm gonna drop Scar, you just drop the other mother.
If he raise up, I'm on him, see?
Damn, I wish Bird was here, man. Bird be loving this shit.
Now give me some time to go around the block and set up on the other side.
Isn't this Omar's area?
Hey now.
Oh! Go ahead, Omar! Keep, look at the rat.
Yo, lesson here, babe. You come at the king, you best not miss.
Ooh, those are some. Oh, and he just celebrated.
Caught one too, in the leg. What happened? They're down the gully on that mission. Omar, man. Omar. Bounty's going up on that bitch.
We had Stinkum tied up with the boat from the rest of the run, and now he's out of the case.
There's a dime on this cuz head. One of you motherfuckers need to step up. Police come talk to you?
Just a roller, no homicide.
Put it out there. You put out the word. It's 10 on Omar or any mother standing with Omar.
So what you think, Holmes?
I'm thinking this is the worst part of the game, man. Best we do is break out even.
So you talking about letting it slide? For a time.
You ready to talk a truce? When they come out from underneath his rock, you hit that got out of hand, yo.
They went after Omar first.
Hey, look at here, man. I don't know nothing about Stink getting dropped, and I don't know nothing about Bay taking one in the leg either. I was gonna come after certain people. I definitely wouldn't want to give y'all 5 people any cause for concern. I mean, you just get in close and you hit the right.
And lose the gun afterward, that'd be a rule too, I think.
When Stinkum dropped kind of was on our thing.
We had Stink caught up with 4 G-Packs on a re-up. And maybe we could have built something on top of that.
We all have a certain admiration for your do-it-yourself nature.
We need you to hang back.
Hey, look, man, it ain't all up to me, right? I got a bounty on my head.
Yeah, we saw the van.
The game is out there. And it's either play or get played. What, that it? Gentlemen? Ma'am?
Lester, are we still cops?
Technically, I suppose so.
Okay, I was just checking.
How was she when you left her?
She was sick. Staying with my uncle might not be right for me, I'm thinking. Good to her, but the money.
Sounds a lot like my job.
Shooting folks cause might be $1 in it. Like I can't even get no air. Know what I mean?
Work at Burger King.
So you happy with your job? Oh, then hey, do something else.
I am. I'm gonna have to. Can't stay pretty forever. It's not forever, D.
Stink been got, man. You hear me? They got Stink.
Hey, I need your help. Who called the one from Edmondson last night?
Cole, with an assist from Dunnigan.
Omar was the shooter. It's all over the wiretap.
Put down one murder on the testimony of this one eyewitness who then goes out and drops somebody else.
Ton artist is Stinkum was one of the boys who snatched Brandon and did him up. And we're getting some talk on the wire. And we'll give him his clearance once we wrap our case.
But you won't.
No, we won't. Raul sees my fingerprints on this. He'll run my nuts through a cheese grater.
So Ray, can I talk to you for a minute?
Uh-oh. He already knows. Something dumb.
I seen that mother face, but I told him that you're gonna give him a shooter down the road.
Sorry, Bunk.
I'll carry it. Hey, Jimmy, call Nadine and tell her I called when I'm out on the street. I lied for you, didn't I?
Oh, this poor white.
I'm interviewing Omar a few weeks back, and he's giving it to me that Bird is the shooter in the Gantt case. The thing is, I told him that we needed an eyeball witness.
At which point he volunteered.
Put himself in it just to see Bird locked up. I got the impression there wasn't much love between them. I fucked, didn't I?
Well, a little. Consistent with our witness on the description and the scenario. So don't sweat it. Interrogation is more art than science. You gotta feel your way through on instinct.
Who are they?
Some dancers who work at Barksdale's club will name off the liquor board complaints and state employment records. If you're gonna try to turn one of these girls, which one would it be?
She doesn't have a record for one thing. She's just a DMV photo. I like her face.
Soul, conscience, whatever you want to call it. She's a citizen, right?
It's in the eyes.
Instinct detective.
Who is this? Well, how the hell did you get my number?
No, see.
Set off the smoke alarm twice.
That good, huh?
Hey, Jimmy.
What are you doing? Where are your clothes?
Come on, man. No.
What do you burn your clothes for?
Trace evidence.
You smell I don't smell it.
Ma'am, you seen his shoes?
They're not gonna take my shoes.
That's the cousin. Lord, what is Omar gonna tell?
Oh. Burning trace evidence makes sense. What the f*** you plan to wear home?
He's funny.
You're no good for people, man. Everybody around you. Christ.
Well. Yes, Omar is here, honey. He finally started getting some retribution. Ooh. Come through, big word. I was gonna say eventually, but he slayed that one guy. He almost killed the other guy who I was kind of hoping he did die, but he didn't die. Then it looked like by the ending of this episode that Omar was going to attack that gentleman's club, which the possibilities are endless. I forgot the guy's name, the main drug dealer that we're all following, who's going against Omar. He beat up his cousin. The cousin's hair is so crazy. And then you have all these names I'm not gonna get right. And it's probably because the last time I saw the show was 2 weeks ago. And last time I watched this, I just watched the show back to back, not that far away from each other. So it's more, I was better with the names. But bear with me as we get through this. So the only person that I can tell you is Stringer, because I think Stringer's so hot. But Stringer has another side of him where he's like super, like he's going to college. He seems like he's actually trying to do better with himself, because he has a side hustle. He has a side business. Not really even a hustle. And it seems like it's like a printer company or something like that. So, and he's going to school for whatever hell he's going to school for, which I don't know what that study is at all. So he's smarter than me. And then the main drug dealer who we're following, his other cousin, who I think is his cousin, he seems like he wants to get out of the game. And now that they found out the guy is dead, who just took over another territory, Omar killed him, I feel like that cousin is gonna be like, oh, I gotta go. Stringer is actually, Stringer's not the cousin, he's not related to them, he's just very good friends with Avar or something like Amar, whatever his name is. So the show definitely is starting to, well, it was picking up. We don't have that much more episodes to go within this season, so I can see it getting real crazy from here. I feel like the best part of this episode was when Omar came, and I understand fully why the fans of this show just love Omar. Not only is that actor such a great actor, but he really does bring a lot to the table every time he's in the scene. But no shade and no tea. I feel like even McNulty, he's a very interesting character as well, although I find him to be a horrible father. I'm like, you really kind of put your kids in harm's way. Because although Stringer wouldn't, I don't think he would do anything to kids, the possibilities are once again endless, so you never actually know what's going to happen. I did say in this reaction that once again, they're doing so well and they're starting to like do good where they're knocking down the chess pieces, but once you get a little bit too to the top, that's when you have to get knocked all the way down, because the people up top are the most corrupt. And that, if you think about right now what's going on in today's society, I'm talking about if you're going to get into politicians, Democrats and Republicans, these people are all, me personally, I feel like they're all corrupt. Then you get into all these stations, like, when we watch the news. Back in the day when we watched the news, I never even thought or contemplated about how, like, the billionaires, the CEOs, and all those people up top making all that money, they're all entwined with each other. So I feel like they're corrupt as well. So I don't know, not to take it off the show that was aired in 2002, but I'm just putting the similarities together and how scary it really is, because I'm sure this obviously happens still nowadays, and you put trust into people to do good, and once again they're just not. There was no reason why that lieutenant or whatever he was wanted to get rid of everything that was happening. The guy obviously went there. See, but although I was like, what are you guys holding, like, what are you holding the money for? Like, you can't. I was thinking about, like, laws the guy actually broke by picking up cash. They assumed he did something, they heard it, but, like, if they followed the cash going to wherever the drop-off spot was, and then followed that, and they just kept following and following, keep tabs on that guy, keep tabs of the players, but they intervened, they intercepted before that money got to where it needed to get to obviously make a bigger case. I wonder if that would be considered like racketeering. Wouldn't that be considered like racketeering, where the government could charge multiple people, and because this is a drug enterprise, like, they could definitely get it for racketeering, I think. So, patience is key, my dear. Patience is key. I would give this an episode of 8. I find it very strong, but I feel like we're getting so close to it getting real hot. Once again, there's 5 seasons. I'm taking this season by season. If you guys want to continue, you see how often I drop The Wire. If you have no issue with that, then we're gonna continue on to season 2. But we have another 2, 4, 5 more episodes to go before we even get near to that topic. But I'm very excited to continue on to this journey and see where we're going to go with here. I feel like there's going to be a lot more people who are going to die on the team that's against Omar. I would look it up. I just don't really have the patience. But I'm very team Omar at this point, because Stringer and his team, that whole group, I feel like there's a lot more negative people or horrible people, not good people, on that side compared to Omar. Omar does some effed up things, obviously, but the other thing, like, that girl was obviously dead. They didn't care. It's just, they're just not, they're going around killing people. Like, they're just not good. When I did ask, I think in the earlier episodes, is there villains or non-villains? And everybody said, really, there is no villains in the show. Like, everybody's just out to do their own thing. I feel like I disagree now. I feel like I definitely know there are villains in the show, for me at least. And I feel like the villains is definitely the team I'm rooting against. I wish, you guys know who they are. Let me look it up, because I need to continue to read season 1. I need to see their names over and over for me to no, drug dealers against Omar. How about that? Against Omar. I put that season 1. Avon Barksdale. That's the name I'm looking for. So Avon and his group is who I'm not for, and I find them to be more villains than anything. And then Omar, I'm more team Omar. If I had a flag, I would rep it right over here somewhere. Anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. Please check out all my other reactions. And until next time, I'm off this.
You gotta choose a side. You gotta do what's right.
Look, I ain't got no time to be hanging around. Nobody trying to figure out if they good or evil. I'm fighting the crime, saving your lives one at a time. I'm killing the rhymes. I do it for the people. I'll be the fucker running through the 6 with a bag full of